Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Wasif Ahmed from the discipline of BS Biotech with ID 0 to 4. The topic of my presentation is stoichiometric relationship with gases and Dalton's law of partial pressure. First of all, stoichiometric relationship with gases. First of all, we need to know about stoichiometry. It is a very important to understand the relationship between reactants and in a reaction. Stoichiometry is exactly that. It is a quantitative relationship between the number of moles of various products and reactants in a chemical reaction. Many chemical reactions, including some of the most important processes in a chemical industry, involve gases. 130 million tons of ammonia is produced in each year by this reaction, like H2 react with N2 and form NH3. So it is necessary to calculate the amount of gases reactants. We can calculate the amount of reactants by gas stoichiometry. Gas stoichiometry is different from solid and liquid because both have definite volume but gas do not have definite volume. So we find the stoichiometric amount of gas by calculating the number of moles. By using ideal gas law, we find the number of moles if we know the pressure, volume and temperature of a gas. So here is an equation PV is equal to nRT. With the help of ideal gas law, we also calculate the density and molar mass of gas at STP. Like example, if a sample of ammonia gas weighs 0.672 gram and occupies 1 liter volume at 25 degrees Celsius and 733.4 mmHg pressure, find the density at STP. Solution. The formula of density is mass divided by volume. So D is equal to M over V. First convert these calculation into STP because the amount of a sample N is constant. So according to the gas law equation, PV is equal to nRT. So N is equal to PV over RT. So N is constant. So V is equal to nRT over P. V at STP is equal to PV over RT and VSTP. So then we put value. So we get V is equal to 733.4 into 1 over 298 into 273 into 760. So we get V is equal to 0.884 liter. So density is equal to mass over volume. So D is equal to 0.672 over 0.884 and then we get D is equal to 0.760 gram per liter. How we can calculate the density of an unknown gas? By using ideal gas law, PV is equal to nRT. N is equal to mass in grams over molar mass. Like N is equal to mass over molar mass. So PV is equal to M over M into RT. PM is equal to M over V into RT. And D is equal to M over V and PM is equal to DRT. So D is equal to PM over RT. By using this equation, D is equal to PM over RT, we get the density of an unknown gas. This equation rearranged for molar mass, so M is equal to DRT over P. So if the density of unknown gas is measured under normal condition of known pressure and temperature, the molar mass of a gas can be calculated. Problem. An unknown gas is bubbling over a swamp is collected place in a glass and found to have a density of 0.714 gram per liter at STP. What is the molar mass of a gas? What is the possible identity of gas? Solution. D is equal to 0.714 gram per liter. T is equal to 0 degree Celsius or 273 Kelvin. P is equal to 1 atm. Find molar mass. So M is equal to dRT over P. So M is equal to 0.714 gram per liter and R is equal to 0.0821 into temperature is equal to 273 over 1. So M is equal to 16 gram per mole. Thus the unknown gas is actually methane because its molar mass is equal to 16 gram per mole. Next is the Dalton's law of partial pressure. What is responsible for the pressure in a gas? Dalton's law of partial pressure statement. The total pressure exerted by a mixture of non-reacting gas is equal to the sum of their individual partial pressure at constant volume and temperature. The pressure of a gas at constant temperature and volume is proportional to this amount. P is equal to nRT over V. Consider this container which contains three gases which exert the pressure on the wall of a container. P1 is for black gas, P2 for pink, and P3 for orange. So P1 is equal to N1 RT over V, P2 is equal to N2 RT over V, P3 is equal to N3 RT over V. So P total is equal the sum of the three gases, like PT is equal to P1 plus P2 and P3, and P T is equal to N1 RT over V plus N2 RT over V, and so on. So Pt is equal to N1 plus N2 plus N3 over RT over V. Partial pressure depends upon the number of moles of a gas. The concentration of any individual component in a gas mixture is usually expressed as a mole fraction, like number of moles of component divided by the total number of moles in a mixture. Mole fraction denoted by X is equal to mole of component over total number of moles in a mixture. Mole fraction for component 1, like mole fraction is equal to N over N, N plus N3, N1 plus N2 plus N3 is equal to N total. So N is equal to PV over RT, and the mole fraction is equal to PV over R into PV over R. We can also write X is equal to P over PT. So the partial pressure P is equal to X PT. This equation says that the partial pressure exerted by each component in a gas mixture is equal to the mole fraction of that component type, the total pressure. For example, the air exerts the pressure 1 atm on surrounding. In air, the mole fraction of N2O2, AR, and CO2 are 0.7808, 0.2095, 0.0093, and 0.00039 respectively, and the total partial pressure of air is the sum of individual partial pressure, like P air is equal to the sum of all these gases, like Pn2 plus PO2 plus PAR and plus PCO2. So P air is equal to 0.7808 plus 0.2095 plus 0.0093 plus 0.00039. So P air is equal to 1 atm. That's all from my side. Thank you very much.